What's going on, everybody? Had a few minutes, figured I'd turn on the live stream, see who needed some draft advice. What's going on, everybody? I see you popping in there. Legendary Andrew Ketchy, what's going on, man? Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. I'm doing a little bit of studying for myself. I got a draft coming up here in 25 minutes. Got to do a little bit of last minute cramming. Hit me up with questions. You ask me a question, I'll Savage, what's going on? Savage Potato Man, shouting you out. Man, these comments are coming in quick. If I miss you, ask it again. Solar Waves, Xfinity, hey man, I've been seeing you hitting up the comment section a lot. Really enjoy seeing you guys starting up some of your own leagues. Really hate that the listener leagues got filled up so fast. Love that you guys are taking advantage of it though. Clint, what's going on, buddy? Steven, Barkley or Kamara at the 6th pick, drafting in 25 minutes. Well, you're running out of time. This is what I'm doing between Barkley and Kamara. To me, it's about safety. Kamara is a little bit safer. We know the offense he's in. We know what to expect from him. Barkley is a lot of assumptions. We've all made up a lot of assumptions about Saquon Barkley, but we haven't seen a whole lot of proof yet. If it's me, I'm taking Kamara. If it's a standard league, though, I'm going for the home run, going Barkley. Baldwin or Gronk? It says to pick 3. There's only 2 there. I like both of them. Gronk is a little bit too early for me, though. Man, you guys are just flying through the comment section here. I knew as soon as I put this thing on, a lot of people would pop in. Josh Bermudez, what's up, man? How you doing? Do I still like Royce Freeman? If so, how much? I like him a lot, like almost like an unsafe level for draft season. The only issue I have with Royce Freeman is as of today, you're drafting him, and he's not the starter in Denver yet. More than likely will be, but it's not for sure yet. So if you're drafting him, make sure he's your RB3 or later. Let's see what else we got. Who would I draft, Gordon or Landry? Give me Landry all day long. I think he's a little bit more of a steady target. Gordon is going to be a little bit of big play dependent at times. AB or Kamara in PPR. AB is the only, and I repeat this, the only wide receiver I take over a running back in the first round. I'm going AB. You got Gurley, McCoy, Tyreek, Gordon, Hogan, Goodwin, Luck, Reed, Carson, and the Saints D. Donnie Darko, good job. Solid team. Baldwin the 4th is great value right there. Let's see. Catchy Gaming. I traded Jordan Howard and Tate for Julio. As long as you have RB depth, I guess you're fine. I mean, I hate to give away running backs and not get one in return, but, you know, as long as you're set at running back, it's all good. You to bomb, bro. Jordan Howard or Mixon? Carlo, give me. That's tough. I think Howard is a little bit safer, but Mixon's got the higher ceiling. If you want to gamble a little bit, go Mixon. Landry or Tate? Man, I am all over Jarvis Landry. I've taken him in a bunch of drafts this year. Give me Jarvis Landry, Corey. Nothing wrong with Tate, though. I think they moved Tate to the slot this year with Kenny Galladay taking a step forward, so Tate should get peppered with targets out of the slot. If I miss you guys, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get to all these. But hey, we're gonna try to fly through it. Howard or Freeman? I think Howard is the safer play. I think Coleman eats into Freeman's production. I don't really have anything against Freeman. I just like Howard. I still think they're gonna run the ball a lot there in Chicago. They're gonna have to. I don't trust that Mitch Trubisky is ready to take that huge of a leap forward. Hey, great videos. Keep them up. Dalvin Cook, Henry or Cooper? HF. Give me Dalvin Cook. I think his upside is huge. I'm not that worried about Latavius Murray. I think people are making a big deal out of nothing. Jeff Miller, Hunt or Cook? If somebody in the comment section could tell Jeff what my nickname is for Kareem Hunt, I'll shout you out also. I'm going Cook there. Let's see. Solar Waves at Fantasy Headliners. Have you noticed your teams are better in a 12-team PPR if you have draft position 5 through 12? Absolutely. That's where I want to be this year. I want to be at the end of the draft. I'd love to get 2 of those back-to-back picks. Hopefully get a couple running backs. I want at least 2 stud running backs this year. They go quick. Joe Fiddler, pick 2. If Gurley goes 1, do I go DJ or Zeke? Everybody's falling off of Zeke right now. I mean, everybody thinks that his O-line is just horrible. The loss of Travis Frederick, yeah, it hurts. There it is, Fantasy Ebola, Big Gucci. I see you. Saints and Heat also got it. Way to go. Love that that's catching on. Fantasy Ebola flying in there. Man, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Zeke, the offensive line. Listen, I get it. The loss of Travis Frederick hurts. There's a lot of injuries right now on the offensive line. Is it ideal? No. I mean, that's one of the best offensive lines in football, so that's going to hurt a little bit. But think about it. David Johnson doesn't have the greatest offensive line, and nobody's talking about that. So I'm going Zeke. I'm not giving up on Zeke. He takes a huge step forward in the passing game this year. He's going to get 300 carries plus 50 receptions. So give me Zeke. Let's see. Start Goodwin, Royce Freeman, or Ronald Jones week 1. I mean, I'm going to be going through a ton of this stuff in depth once the season starts. That's for the Fantasy Talker. Once we get a little bit closer, I'll be able to get you a lot of start sits for week 1. I mean, without really going too far into depth with it, though, right now I'm going Goodwin. Ronald Jones will not sniff any of my fantasy lineups for weeks to come. Josh Doxson or Dante Moncrief? Daniel, thanks for the question. Right now, Dante Moncrief, I think they're both a toss-up. Honestly, if you're stuck having to start either one of those guys, it's going to be a little rough. I think Doxson has more big playability, but Dante Moncrief may see more targets. But it's a run-first offense in Jacksonville. Being that Lee just went down, they'll give me Moncrief. Yep, good one for week 1, Dylan. I agree. Just looking at the names, I am all aboard Marquise Goodwin. Can somebody out there in YouTube land give me the train fist pump for Marquise Goodwin, because it's going off this year. Let's see. Start McKinnon, Freeman, or Penny from my flex. This is for JAC321. Right now, I'm going McKinnon. I know he's slightly banged up, but with all that money they invested with him in San Francisco, he's going to touch the ball a lot. Jordan, hey, if I blister these names, I apologize. Jordan Antonishin. Jake's the man. Can't wait to hear your advice all year long. You guys better believe it. I'm going to be here all year long. It's going to be probably 4 or 5 shows a week coming up once the season starts. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Really appreciate the support. Channel has just been absolutely exploding. Hey, throw in the comment section right here. How many subscribers did I have when you first started watching? I've gotten like 6,000 in the past month. It's been amazing. Really appreciate you guys. Let's see. Ryan Ball, Odell or Thomas? Odell all day long. He just got paid today. I mean, he's in the locker room. He's dancing. Him and Sterling Shepard having a good time. But this is my take on Odell, and I'll keep it fast because questions are coming in like crazy. Odell Beckham, in my mind, has been the victim of a lot of double coverage, obviously, in his career. They added Saquon Barkley, improved the offensive line. Sterling Shepard is no slouch on the opposite side. They still have Evan Ingram. And you guys all loved it. But like I said, Eli Manning may look like he eats crayons and wears his helmet outside of the game, but he's not that bad. Odell's going to see more single coverage this year than he's probably ever seen. And I'm looking for Odell to have a huge year. I got him ranked as my number 2 wide receiver. Zori Parker, 7K when you started watching. So you haven't been watching very long, Zori. Welcome to the channel. Fantasy Talker, are you a year-round YouTube channel? Yes, I am. I go all year long. I usually take a break somewhere right around the Super Bowl. Once the Super Bowl ends, I got to see my family every once in a while. I don't see them very much during the fantasy season. David, what are your thoughts on taking the best player over positional need? Yes, for the most part. I mean, you got to take what the draft gives you. If somebody lets a stud slide, pick him up, say thank you, move on. I don't lock myself into a certain position for a certain round. If I do, it's only the first couple rounds just because I like my running backs. Travis Braverman, Mariota or Mahomes? And I don't know if I said it right. Somebody's going to correct me and say it's Mariota. It's habit. Mariota, I think, takes a step forward. That offense is going to be totally different in Tennessee this year. It's not going to be the boring ground and pound game in Tennessee anymore. Give me Mariota. Not that I don't like Mahomes. I just think Mahomes is going to have a lot thrown at him, and he's a little bit too gunslinger-esque for my taste. Dylan Dow started watching at 4K. Hey, we're hitting 10K here this week. It's happening. I can feel it. What else we got? Odell Beckham, Michael Thomas. Odell Beckham all day long. Absolutely, not even a question. Vicente Perez, Devontae Freeman, or Jordan Howard. I think Jordan Howard's a little bit safer. I'm going Jordan Howard. I think he sees a ton of volume there. He may be a little bit irritating at times, but I'm not worried about Tariq Cohen taking all the job. Personal question, is this my only job? Just curious. Absolutely not. I still have a normal job. This is just my, I guess it's my side job. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I got a channel here, and I also have the channel over on RotoBaller, where I host a show with my co-host over there, Kyle Richardson. I'm busy come football season because I still got a family with kids and a real job and this job. So I appreciate y'all's patience. Let's see what else we got. McCoy or Royce Freeman? That's a good question. I think McCoy is more proven, obviously, right? But for me, I want Royce Freeman. The upside there is huge. Better offense overall in Denver. Weapons on the outside. Give me Royce Freeman. Barkley or Kamara? PPR going Kamara. Standard leagues going Barkley. Barkley's got that huge potential, but it's all assumption at this point. Daniel Wigg, my thoughts on McCoy. I mean, I'm not going to comment on the off-the-field issues. Obviously, I don't agree with that. But personally, I won't have him on my rosters this year. Not only for that reason, but banged-up offensive line. Heck, there's hardly an offensive line there. They all retired, left, whatever they did, they're all gone. The offense in Buffalo is going to be sketchy at best. McCoy should see a ton of volume, but I'm not interested. Let's see, Bell, Johnson, or Zeke. I have been pushing Zeke all along, sticking that way. Corey Dean, keep it up. Thanks for your work, man. I really appreciate the support, Corey. Glad to do it for you guys. Really, really enjoy it. It's fun. I think about it. I wouldn't be meeting any of you guys right now if it wasn't for this. Let's see, Michael Thomas or Keenan Allen. That's tough. Both are PPR machines. I'm going to say Keenan Allen right now only because as of today, he has a little bit less competition for targets in that offense. Mike Williams is making a step forward, though. Michael Thomas has got targets all over the field he's got to worry about. Plus, don't sleep on the rookie in New Orleans, Traquan Smith. Somebody's going to be moving up, making a name for himself. Big Gucci, thoughts on Tevin Coleman? Being a contract year, this is somebody that if Devontae Freeman goes down, he's a borderline RB1. I just don't want to count on him to start weekly. If I can get him as my RB3 or 4 all day long. Let's see, Daniel, flex start, Jamal Williams, Isaiah Crowell, or Peyton Barber. Imagine this is for week 1. It's, like I said, still a little bit far away for me to make that decision. Make sure you hit me up when we get closer. Just by looking at it right this second, I'm going to say Crowell. I think you should see a lot of touches in that offense. Man, y'all going to make me get some water here. I'm blowing it up. Loving it. I got a draft in 10 minutes. Heck, this is going so good. I may just draft on my phone. Maybe I'll tell you guys who I pick round by round. You guys want to see? You guys want to hear that or no? I still have to do the draft regardless, but got one of the listener leagues to draft for. Got a bunch of people out there looking for me to participate. DJ Chark, who says that Chucky 123668. Love DJ Chark. I've been preaching him since I saw him at the Combine. Got to go watch him at the Combine. Crazy talented. All he needed was a chance. Maybe this Marquise Lee this injury is what he needed. Let's see. Matt Millions. Is pick 20 too early for Jordan Howard? Kind of. I mean, I would prefer to wait a little bit. I like Jordan Howard, though, so, I mean, it depends on what you're going to get your third-round pick. I mean, if you need a solid running back, I don't have an issue with him. All right, I'm seeing a lot of people say, yeah, that's cool. You want to hear who I draft. All right, well, you're not going to be able to see the screen, but I'll read it off. Crypto Stacks, I see you, buddy. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Hey, I got it up on my phone. All right, drafting. Draft starts in 9 minutes. I'll do it here on the live chat here with you guys. Thoughts on Derrick Henry, Russell Heim? I think Derrick Henry is underrated and overrated both at the same time, which I know is kind of confusing. I think he has a lot of touchdown upside, but is kind of unknown because we don't know what's going to happen with Deion Lewis yet. I don't want Derrick Henry unless he's my number 3. If I can get him as my RB3, I'll take him. Other than that, I don't want the stress on Sundays. Your sleepers and flyers aren't sleepers and flyers. Joe Camel. What are they, Joe? You tell me what they are. And if I see your comment fly by. And everybody else, tell Joe about my sleepers and flyers. Are they not sleepers and flyers? Let's see. Thoughts on Peterson and Washington. Josh Hood. I think people are overreacting a lot on Adrian Peterson, and it's happening quick. I think he has potential, but they still have Rob Kelly. They still have Samaje Perine. Chris Thompson's still going to be involved. I'm just not sold that AP is going to go in there and get 200 touches and be an RB2 this year. He's worth a late round stash, though. Let's see. What pick do I have in the draft? I have the 4th overall pick in this draft. And I will prove it to you guys. It's not going to happen. But if Le'Veon Bell were to fall to me at 4, I will pass on him. I don't just talk about it on my videos. I do what I say. Let's see. Get back to some questions here. I apologize again for the names. John Foch, Drake, Allen, or Mac. I'm not really on the bandwagon for any of them, honestly. Seb, thoughts on Tariq Cohen? I think Cohen plays a part in that offense this year. I think it was a little blown out of proportion right off the bat, but I mean he'll have more opportunity this year than he had last year under John Fox. Big Gucci, Crabtree, or the bird flu? Give me the bird flu every time. And I don't want the bird flu or crabs. Who am I targeting 4th? I mean, obviously, I want one of the big 4 not named Le'Veon Bell. But if Le'Veon Bell, I mean, I'll probably take AB 4th before I take Bell, to be honest. I had a draft last night for another listener league. Took Barkley at 7, I think, overall. Trying to get a couple shares of everybody. That way, no matter what, I got somebody winning. The Mikado 16, you're a machine. The new People's Champ, love it. Hey, I used the hashtag last year, the People's Expert. If you guys like that, maybe I'll pick it up again. I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm just here for you guys. I appreciate y'all. Will I take Barkley in the 4th? I don't know if you mean in the 4th round, Betho, or 4th overall. I personally would not. I would rather have Antonio Brown 4. I would go Bell 5 and then Barkley 6. I don't hate Bell, Benjamin. I just want nothing to do with the contract situation. I mean, listen, think about it this way, and this is how I look at it. If your employer came to you guys, and you guys all have jobs probably, when you go to your employer and they say, hey, listen, we're probably going to let you go in a few months. Are you going to show up for those last few months and give 110%? Listen, he's going to go somewhere and make bajillions of money. I just don't want the headache. Do I think he sits out? No, probably not. Possible slow start? Maybe. But I want nothing to do with it. I won't pass on him completely. I just don't want him over the top other 3 running backs or Antonio Brown. I would take him at 5. It's not like I'm against Le'Veon Bell. I just don't want him over those other 4 names. Let's see. Keeping it crypto. What do you think about Devontae Adams? Huge touchdown upside this year. If you can get him in the 2nd round, absolutely no issues with Devontae Adams. Would I rather have the bird flu or fantasy Ebola? Nathan Surrett. Man, that's tough. I mean, I'm going to say the fantasy Ebola and just hope that I get it in the 2nd or 3rd round. Let's see. Vicente Perez, explain why I don't like Bell. I kind of just did if you guys still don't get it. I'm not a real Steeler hater. I'm not John Smith. I'm not a real Steeler hater. I just want the other 4 guys in front of him more. That's my only thing. I'm not completely saying avoid him altogether. I just don't want any part of him when I can still get Zeke, Gurley, DJ, or Antonio Brown over him. B-Nugs, hopefully nobody's in the room with you. Draft starting in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Craig Cummings, PPR, 2 QB, 5 keeps, Odell 1st, Rodgers 3rd, Cam in the 6th, Hunt in the 15th, Cook in the 7th, or Jarek in the 17th. Love the videos. Wow, that's great. I personally would want Cook in the 7th. That's great value. I mean, heck, and then you can still load up on other people in the beginning parts of the draft. You guys are just flying through this. I need to be a speed reader. I need a drink of water. Let's see. B-Nugs, haha. See, I see you out there. John Smith, you trying to hope your league lets Bell slip to you at pick 4. I get your game. Hey, you never know, right? I'm still trying to win. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll back up here because I'm missing some of it. We go back to you, Craig, here. He was flying so fast. Yeah, Cook in the 7th. Jarek in the 17th is great. There's a little bit of risk there. Hunt in the 15th is good, but I'd rather have Dalvin Cook, honestly. Cam in the 6th, you can be able to get a quarterback right around the 7th round anyway. Odell in the 1st, that's where you're going to have to take him anyway, so there's not much value there. To me, yeah, I'm taking Dalvin Cook in the 7th and loading up on studs in the first couple rounds. Let's see. Jesus is King. Jordy Nelson. I think Jordy Nelson takes a lot of red zone targets that were vacated by our boy Mr. Krabs, and I think he could eat into some of Amari Cooper's production. What pick do I have in my draft? Coming up pretty soon, starting at pick number... Oh, man, I lied to all of you guys. I'm not pick 4, I'm pick 5. See what happens when I'm trying to do too many things at one time. Ram Bam, no wife, no kids, no David Johnson first. Well, all right then. So I'm picking number 5. That was a correction. Odell is worth the bajillions, but what about Evan Ingram? Would you rather have Njoku? Carl S. asks. Personally, yeah. I don't have anything much against Evan Ingram. I just would rather take other receivers and running backs in that area. So Njoku, I think, has huge upside in the late rounds. I'd rather have Njoku personally. Ben Coultier, Des Bryant, and Adrian Peterson, are they worth it? To me, I mean, if you can get Peterson towards the later rounds, yeah. Des, though, I'm not going to draft him because he's not even on a team yet. And once he picks a team, then I'll figure it out. Let's see. Dennis Cabasa, thoughts on Josh Gordon in the 5th round in a full 12-team PPR? That's fine with me. I think Josh Gordon has the upside. I think Jordan Landry has a little bit more consistency in that offense, but in the 5th round, hopefully you already have a couple running backs and a couple receivers, and you'll be good to go. It's an ESPN league. It's one of my listener leagues that's getting ready to start off. I just turned the volume up on my phone so I don't miss my pick. So if you guys hear it in the background, that's what it is. Wendell Morse asks, I'm thinking you think Galladay is who you're talking about, Galladay or Mike Williams. I think right now Mike Williams is on his way to the number 2 receiver spot in Los Angeles, and if he can win that, I like Mike Williams. Nothing against Galladay. I just think he's got more people to worry about in his offense. Let's see. Fournette or Melvin Gordon, Mark asks. Hey, they're back-to-back. I like both of them. Uh-oh. My draft is starting. I'm paying attention here a little bit. But yeah, I like Gordon and Fournette. I have Gordon slightly higher than Fournette right now. Edgar Salazar, welcome to the channel. You're new. Appreciate the support. How soon do I take Royce Freeman? 4th round is the earliest I'm taking Royce Freeman. Would I take Baldwin over Hilton? Yes, I would. I have Baldwin as my number 10 wide receiver. News is coming out today that he looks like he's ready for week 1. Baldwin's going to get a ton of garbage points this year. I'm looking here, making sure I'm not on the clock. All right, going to the 3rd pick. Making this difficult on me, guys. I'm not even looking at my notes. I don't have ADPs pulled. I have nothing pulled up. I'm just going to wing this one. Totally going to wing it. Saquon at 5. I took Saquon at 7 yesterday. I was happy about it. Smack the like button though, Craig Cummins. Absolutely. Smack that like button. Smack it, push it, press it. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Hit it. Let's see. Allen Robinson, a good wide receiver 2 in PPR. Jake Winokur, no. I'm going to say no. I don't like Allen Robinson this year. New team, new offense. Just not buying it. I don't trust Mitch Trubisky with all those weapons. He can't supply all of them. Joe Camel, I see you. I appreciate it. Your notes are right here. Absolutely. You guys are my notes. Right? You guys help me out because I'm going to read off who's available. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of time to answer. Maybe I would let you guys make my first pick, but I don't trust y'all that much because you'd make me take somebody I don't want. But coming up next, let's see. Naheem Hines et al. Malik Hawkins. Man, if it wasn't for all these fumbling issues in the preseason, I would say absolutely. I think these fumbles are hurting him, though, and Jordan Wilkins is Gonna slip up. Oh, I'm on the clock. Antonio Brown, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara are the first 3 available. I told you before, I mean, the only wide receiver that I'm going to take probably over a running back. Pin Bob Sponge, I appreciate you. Josh Hood, appreciate you also. Barkley, McCoy, Drake, start all 3 or no? No, hopefully not. I mean, if Drake is your flex, it's okay. I don't have that big of a deal. All right, somebody wants to see the draft. So here you go. I'm on the clock. I'm going to take Antonio Brown right here, though. I'm going to take Antonio Brown. Just did it. I selected Antonio Brown. Brown. Lots of Browns coming in. Lots of Browns. ABs, all over the place. Absolutely. Well, I got some time to wait now, so let's answer some more questions. I wasn't planning on being on here this long, but you guys are just rapid firing. Took a second for it to focus. Yeah, Drake is a flex. Then yeah, Josh Hood, if Drake is a flex, then yeah, I don't have an issue with it. Just make sure you have a little bit of depth on your bench. Just somebody as a handcuff or something, just to be safe. Just in case something does happen. This is not a mock. This is a real draft right now. I'm not. Yes, I had the 5th pick. It's a real draft. One of my listener leagues. I started them off. They filled up quick. Yeah, no, it's a real one. I'm not. I mean, I'm taking it seriously, but I'm doing it on the fly, trying to help you guys out. Dan Alexander Nixon. He's a little old. Used to be the president. Not much of a running back anymore. Oh, there it is. But if it was Mixon I like it a lot better. Huge upside, as long as Marvin Lewis can trust him. Let's see. It was actually pick 5, John. I wasn't pick 4. I was wrong earlier. Trying to do too many things at once. Garoppolo as a starter, Luke asks. Yes, I like Garoppolo this year, and it's because of his schedule. Go look at Garoppolo's schedule. They play a bunch of high-powered offenses the first few weeks. Give me all those garbage points. I'll take them. Love the garbage points. Let's see. Let's see. Deion Lewis or Derrick Henry? I mean, like I said before, I think Derrick Henry has the higher upside. This is for the weekend. I think Deion Lewis eats into it, but we don't know exactly how much. Deion Lewis is cheaper on draft day. I don't mind Derrick Henry, though, as long as he's my running back 3 or later. Jim Drew, will Burton break out this year? It's possible. I like where you can get him out in the draft. He's worth it. Let's see. You guys want me to know who's available still? Man, I'm trying to go back and forth and read these comments they're going through so fast. Right now we're in the 11th pick of the first round. Still available, we got Julio, Kareem Hunt, Dalvin Cook, Keenan Allen, Melvin Gordon. I would tell you who I would pick, but if the person in these drafts hear it, I would lose it. So I'm not going to say ahead of what I'm going to do because I don't know who's watching and who's not. I still want to win. The league is a PPR, Richard. PPR league. I don't ever do standard leagues, really. I mean, I help out with standard leagues, but if I'm playing it, they're always all PPR usually. Either that or Superflex, 2-quarterback leagues, something like that. Anthony Miller in the late round, Mark S. Yeah, I mean, he's a great upside pick. Dude looks crazy. Whether he gets the opportunity, and like I said, it goes back to the whole Mitch Trubisky thing. Do I really trust Mitch Trubisky? Not a whole lot. I see a lot of comments in the comments coming up here of who I should take out of the names I just read off, and I can tell you that one of them is right, but I'm not going to tell you who it is because, like I said, I don't want to give anybody a heads up on me. Let's see, Corey Dean, Lamar Miller, or Deion Lewis, running back 3 in PPR. Lamar Miller is probably the safer bet. I mean, he's going to be an RB2 by the end of the year. I think Lewis is going to be limited, like we said, by Henry, so give me Miller. Do I believe in McKinnon? Ocean Lab asked. Yeah, I do. I met McKinnon actually at the NFFC, the National Fantasy Football Convention, about a month ago. Got to talk to him there for a little bit, and I mean, he pretty much said to me, he's like, hey, they pursued me in free agency. They paid me a lot of money. I think they plan on using me, and that's kind of how I feel also. Let's see. Jamikia, AJ Green, Devontae Freeman, or Gronk in the second round of a 12-team PPR. Really depends what you went in the first round. I'm not going to go Gronk. Right now, I'm leaning towards Devontae Freeman. I want to get those two backs, especially if you went wide receiver in the first. Arnold Pena, 22 something. Cool, gotcha. Where am I putting CMC in my PPR rankings right now? Crypto Stacks asked. He's creeping up quickly. I think right now I have him right around the number 12 section. You guys got to be careful with Christian McCaffrey, though. I mean, I still don't think this is going to continue all year long. C.J. Anderson's going to be more involved. I mean, not like a huge amount, but I can't see McCaffrey lasting like this all year long. When do I think McCaffrey should go, though? Second round. I mean, I feel comfortable with the beginning of the second round. Almost on the clock. Got a couple picks left. LaShawn McCoy or Jerick McKinnon? Give me Jerick McKinnon. Pin Bob Sponge Hopkins. I like D-Hop this year. I think D-Hop, and maybe you guys agree with me. I mean, I think DeAndre Hopkins is probably the biggest stud wide receiver that's not quarterback dependent. I mean, he put up huge numbers with Tom Savage and stuff last year. So that's one plus to D-Hop. Brian Yang, Alex Collins, or Jordan Howard. I love both of them. I would really like to get one in the third and one in the fourth. If I could get Howard in the third and Collins in the fourth, I would do it. All right, I'm on the clock. A.J. Green, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Evans, LaShawn McCoy, Travis Kelce, Jerick McKinnon, Joe Mixon. Hey, I preach early running backs all the time, right? I'm going to give it a minute for you guys to throw your thoughts out there. I wanted Melvin Gordon, but I didn't think he would be there. But I'm leaning towards McKinnon or Mixon right now. Jordan Howard still there. A.J. Green, Gronk, Evans, Kelce. What do you guys think? I'll give you a second to respond. Of course I answered you, Brian. I saw your comment. Mixon, see, that's what I thought too. I see one vote in there for A.J. Green. See, I like McKinnon too. And a lot of Mixon. Tons of Mixons. Hey, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Because I am a man of the people. The majority of the people just put Mixon in there. And because you guys can see that I'm one of the people, I'm going to try to get somebody else. I see these names flying, but I'm going to try to get him next round. Man of the people, Joe Mixon. You guys speak, I answer. Let's see. Juju Smith-Schuster. Awesome, you drafted Melvin, Dalvin, and Landry. Why didn't you draft yourself? I like all those guys, though. It's a good job. Kirk, hello, my friend. How we doing? Malik Hawkins, you're watching live, reading the chat, deleting portions of hard drives, and doing mock drafts. That's multitasking at its best. Mixon is risky, Pin Bob, but you know what? He's also got a high upside. And if he can take a step forward in the pass game and get an opportunity this year, he could put up some big numbers. I got another pick coming up here pretty soon, though. And maybe some of these other names that we talked about are still going to be there. Howard, well, Gronk just went, so Gronk won't be there. Howard may be there. McKinnon may be there. B, though, tell me why Mixon's a mistake. Different situation this year. Upgraded offensive line. To me, you know, once they gave John Ross that wide receiver 2 spot, I think that's Marvin Lewis's way of telling everybody, hey, they're going to turn it over to the young kids. I don't think he has a chance anymore. I think Marvin Lewis is in a win or lose your job stage. I see you, Benjamin. Keep it a secret. Don't say nothing to everybody, Benjamin. Benjamin, he just went. I was going to take Jordan Howard, and then Benjamin had to go on there and say Howard in the third, and somebody took him. Thanks, Benjamin. So now we're going to have to come up here pretty soon. Got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 picks before me. Got Evans, McCoy, Kelce, McKinnon, Fitzgerald, Thielen, Diggs, Ertz, Tyreek Hill, Thomas, or Baldwin. I saw 2 names on there that I would really like. Is Aaron Jones a must-have late pick, Brian? I want to call him must-have because there's no guarantee he gets the job. Yeah, Ross is looking good. That was like some Madden moves he was making in the game the other day. Top 10 talent. I mean, not maybe a fantasy producer, but let's see. Howard over Mixon. I tried, John. I wanted both. Okay, I was trying to be greedy, and it didn't work. Whoever's in this probably drafting probably heard me say something. Diggs or Baldwin. I mean, right now McKinnon is there, and Baldwin. I'm gonna be telling you guys right now. It's between the two of them, McKinnon or Baldwin. I always tell you guys early running backs though, right? And if I go running back right here, that's gonna be my number 2 guy since I took Antonio Brown in the first. So I'm leaning towards running back. I don't want to have to sit here and wait. On the clock. Diggs, let's see, McKinnon is still there, running back. Otherwise, we're getting down into the Kenyon Drake, Royce Freeman range. Not taking that big of a risk. I need my running backs early. And with AB in the first round, Jerick McKinnon. Took him in the third. I don't know if you saw that or not. I don't know if I got it up there quick enough. I got people texting me questions, tweeting me questions in the comment section. If I missed something, I apologize. There's way more going on here than I thought there was going to be. Let's see. I know I need the second running back. Klutzy Snake. That's why I took a second one. Royce Freeman. Yeah, Royce is definitely a target of mine if I can get him. I don't know if he's going to be there by the time it comes back around to me, though. Let's see. And I am absolutely blowing up over here. Getting questions on my phone. Who's my wide receiver for Detroit? If it's a PPR league, I still like Golden Tate. Standard league, I like Marvin Jones. Galladay's going to take some of that production away, though. Let's see. Do I trust Andrew Luck? Ben Coultier asks. I want to, and it's leaning that way, but I don't think so. What's going to happen the very first time he gets, pancaked for a sack and he lands on his shoulder? Is it going to hold up? It's iffy. YOLO. Don't be out there telling people who I'm going to take. Trying to keep it a secret over here. Hey, real quick, too, before I get into some more questions. You guys enjoying the channel? Everybody enjoying it? If there's something you think that I should change, I always look forward to the constructive criticism. The criticism, not so much. Yeah, Luck did look pretty bad in preseason, but it's been a year since he's played. I mean, he's got to get his timing back. What about the Russell Wilson-Brandon Marshall combo? David Jenkins asked. Really, the only person I want there is Doug Baldwin. I think he gets a lot of the garbage time points. They're going to have to throw a lot in Seattle. That defense isn't going to be able to stop people like they have in the past. Let's see. Am I doing a 12-man draft right now? Yes, Johnny, right this second. I'm in the middle of a real draft on my phone. I am in the 3rd round and the 10th pick. And I have people texting me questions, tweeting me questions. Longer videos, Joey S. says. Who out there wants longer videos? I get a lot of praise from a lot of people saying that they like the shorter videos. The longer ones you can see over on the other channel where I do the shows for RotoBaller. We do about 30-minute shows over there. I'm trying to keep it quicker for the people who don't have as much time over here. Once the season starts, though, the videos will get a little bit longer. Let's see. Thoughts on Marlon Mack? C. Deontay Greer asks. I like Marlon Mack, but he just can't stay healthy. Jordan Wilkins is going to end up with that job. That and the woke one, Christine Michael, just won't go away. Short and sweet, Jonas. That's what I'm trying to do. Keep them at 15 minutes. That's what I'm trying to aim for. Right now I'm right around 10. Once the season starts, they'll bump up to about 15. And, should be good. Mitchell Bruce, appreciate the support. Should you start Freeman, Coleman, or at the same time? No. Don't start them at the same time. That's too much invested into one game, and they have a bad game. It kind of ruins your week. Let's see. MZK, PPR, Gordon, Fournette, Cook, pick number 2. I got Gordon ranked the highest. I'm going Gordon. What's a good round to target AP? I'm not taking him until after the 10th round. If I miss out on him, I miss out on him. Is Collins still on the board? I don't know. I'm not even paying attention to my draft. Oh, I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock. And yes, he is. Alex Collins is sitting there. I was going to be between him or Baldwin. Right now we got Golden Tate, Jarvis Landry, Marvin Jones, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Cooks, Alex Collins, and Marshawn Lynch. I want my running backs, right? This would give me Mixon, McKinnon, and Alex Collins. I'm going Alex Collins. Make my selection. Alex Collins. Let's see. October Scorpio, Cook and McKinnon are 2 players to avoid. Why are you avoiding them? Tell me why. I'm all about people's opinions. Tony, I would have taken Baldwin, but he was gone. I wanted him. Let's see. Collins, then Baldwin, I wish. Baldwin's already gone. I wanted him. What's my thoughts on Hooper in the late rounds, King Lanky 93? There's better sleeper options out there. I'd rather have ASJ or, heck, I'd almost rather have old man Ben Watson in New Orleans. All right, so now we got, let's see. I got Joe Mixon, Jerick McKinnon, Alex Collins, and Antonio Brown so far. I got a few picks before I'm up again. Jalen Robertson, what are my thoughts on James Washington? The kid is going to be good. I just don't know if he's going to be good this year. A lot of people to compete with in that offense. Joey S., Dak, question mark. Hey, on my other show, my co-host got a lot of hate for Dak Prescott. I don't hate Dak Prescott this year. Everybody's down on those wide receivers, but they're being undervalued. Just because there's no big names there doesn't mean they can't produce as a whole. They may not just have one stud. Come on, Joe. My team doesn't suck. I see you. Joey Skiba, how do I feel about Mahomes this year? He's got a great opportunity. I just don't know if he's ready for it yet. He's kind of very Brett Favre gunslinger-esque. Should you trade Odell for Saquon? Legend Zero Kicks. Who are your other wide receivers? Jonas Medrano, Josh Gordon is my next pick. Probably not, Josh, just to be honest. Wendell Morris, Hingle McCringleberry. All right, then. That's what I'm talking about, Anthony. Yeah, it's pretty studly. I mean, for a PPR league, I'll definitely take it. Joey S., Gallup will surprise abso-freaking-lutely. If you guys are sleeping on Michael Gallup, now is the time to wake up to it. Exactly. Ray Allen's jumper. Dak's going to turn into Stafford and be forced to throw to other receivers. Same thing that happened with Megatron, right? Calvin Johnson left. Matthew Stafford still puts up numbers. He just puts it up to more people. Okay, I'm almost on the clock here. I got Alshon Jeffrey, which I'm not going to draft. Brandon Cooks, Dion Lewis, Mark Ingram, Robert Woods, Crabtree, Sanders, Brady, Duke Johnson, Burkhead, Crowell. I mean, I'm seeing a whole bunch of... Marquise Goodwin is sitting here. Everybody knows how much I like Marquise Goodwin. Who votes for Marquise Goodwin? He'd be my wide receiver too, though. Who cares? Let's see what happens. Almost up. Marquise Goodwin. I don't know. I mean, Marquise Goodwin is my number 2. I've had worse. I'd rather have that than Krabs. Corey Davis has high upside. He's somebody who's available. I'm not going to reach too far from anybody else. Brandon Cooks, maybe. I mean, Brandon Cooks may be one of those boomer busts, but for a PPR league, I don't think he has a whole lot of upside. I do like Marquise Goodwin. I tell you guys to draft him. I'm not going to not draft him myself. Who says Goodwin is trash? I missed the name. All right, here we go. On the clock. Corey Davis or Marquise Goodwin? What do you guys say? Tell me what you think. I know what I think. Brandon Cooks is there also. Cooks is scary to me. A lot of options in that offense. Josh Gordon is gone already, for whoever asked that question. I just saw it fly by. He's already been taken. He's off the board, and that's before round 5, pick 5. Wow, I'm seeing a lot more Corey Davis votes. King Lanky saying that Goodwin's going to get Yargets. I don't even know what Yargets are, but they sound amazing. I mean, it just sounds delicious. Give me Marquise Goodwin with some Yargets. I like Yargets. I don't even know what Yargets are, but they sound awesome. What else we got? Let's see. What are my thoughts on having Melvin Gordon and Keenan Allen, Nicholas Foley S? There's only a few options out there that I will take from the same team. You got Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. You got David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald. Melvin Gordon and Keenan Allen is somebody that I would take and not have a problem with it. I'm fine with them. Let's see. Everybody keeps telling me to take Howard. He's been gone for like multiple rounds. Michael Lawrence. Davis is the number 1 wide receiver in Tennessee. Goodwin's competing for touches with Garcon. I don't think Goodwin's competing as much as people think. I think Garcon is competing with Goodwin at this point. And just because Davis is the number 1 doesn't guarantee he gets a certain amount every single game. That's right, Scott Weddle. Give me 1 Yarget and a glazed donut to go. Love it. Yargets. Maybe we should start using Yargets on the channel more often. What do you guys think? And if you haven't yet, make sure you're hitting that like button, showing me some support. We got to get over 10,000. Can we get over 10,000? What do I got to do to get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube? Anybody got any answers? We got a ways to go. DeBacon24, Keenan Allen or AJ Green? Give me Keenan Allen. AJ Green is great. He's just inconsistent, and I blame Marvin Lewis for that. The Czar, Goodwin only had 2 TDs, man. Well, he only played 5 games with Jimmy G. And the chocolate milk. Don't forget the chocolate milk, Joey. You can't be passing on that. Let's see. Christian Kirk's potential for number 2 in Arizona. MZK, absolutely. Absolutely. There's not very many other people that are going to take that from him. RR, do I have ranking sheets? Yes, I do. I have a website linked in the description. They're due to be updated here this coming up week. I am also approved on fantasypros.com. You can see my stuff on there. Got a pick coming up here pretty soon. Not even paying attention to it. But you know what? We're going to figure it out. This is who's coming up. We're on the clock next after this. So we got Robert Woods, Emmanuel Sanders, Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, Devin Funchess, Will Fuller. What am I doing? Those are all wide receivers. Hold, please. Isaiah Crowell sitting there. Evan Ingram, Chris Thompson, Jimmy Graham. I'm not going to take a quarterback yet. No quarterbacks yet. And I'm on the clock. I'm kind of leaning towards Jimmy Graham. Kind of. Let's see. What do you guys think? Jimmy Graham. I like Jamison Crowder for a PPR. I mean, Russell Wilson is still sitting there. It's a lot of garbage time points I could get. What do you guys say? I'll let you choose. Russell Wilson or Jimmy Graham. Who do you got? Russell Wilson or Graham? In the 6th round. It's too early for me to take a quarterback, but if you guys tell me to, then I will. I'll compete with any roster. I don't care. Not going to take Trey Burton yet. I know I'm seeing a lot of Jimmy Graham up in here. I'm not huge on Jimmy Graham. But, like I said, we'll make it work. But you know what? I'm also seeing a lot of Wilson. Time's running down. Do I ever take quarterback this early? No, I don't. I do not take quarterbacks this early. It's the 6th round, though, and we're having fun with it. So let's just go Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson going to get a lot of garbage time points. There's some tight ends later on I don't mind having. There's plenty of wide receivers late to bacon. I got tons of people down there at the end of the draft that I can get. That's right, Mario. You only live once, right? This is the first time I've ever had a live stream pick my team hardly for me, so it's fun. I don't mind doing it. I'm in like a lot of leagues, so I'm at this point. Heck, maybe you guys should start giving me some advice. Let's see. I'm seeing some Emmanuel Sanders love. Royce Freeman is gone already, man. I wanted Royce, but he was gone. Njoku, like Njoku, Willie. He's got some late one. Jordan Reed, Drew Harrison asks. Yes, Jordan Reed. I just said him in a video, this week, last week? Jordan Reed is a potential league winner if he stays healthy. Charlie, appreciate the love. Charlie Jones, loving the channel. For those of you wanting to see my team so far, I don't know if you can see it or not. I got Russell Wilson, Joe Mixon, Jerick McKinnon, Antonio Brown, Marquise Goodwin, and Alex Collins. Let's see if it can focus in there. You're right, Jimmy Graham is DD dependent, and that's kind of why I didn't take him either. I don't want to draft somebody that I need to have get 10 touchdowns in order to be, worthy of that 6th round spot. Draft Chris Carson late? Maybe. Doubtful. Let's see. Is Peyton Barber there? Yeah, Peyton Barber's probably still there, but I'll look at him a little bit later down. Kerryon next. Only thing I don't like about Kerryon Johnson is he's got so many people to compete with. LeGarrette Blount's kind of going to do what he did to Ajayi last year and hold him back. Appreciate it, Mitchell Bruce. Solid team. Let's see. I was the 5th position? Yeah, I think I was the 5th. The Jags D next. Don't dare me. I will take the Jags D next, Mr. Goodcat. October Scorpio, this channel is great. I don't agree with much of your methodology, but it makes me think about some things. I think that's a compliment. I don't know what you guys think. Position 3, Zeke, Kamara, Johnson in the 1st round. If you can get Zeke, I'm taking him there. I agree. Ray Allen's jumpers. Calvin Ridley, Mike Williams, and Coutier are sleepers. Absolutely. Kareem Hunt or Dalvin Cook. Somebody tell Michael who I'd take out of Kareem Hunt and Dalvin Cook. Scooby, do it. You're right. O-line, I'm not going to say it's trash. It's better than last year. But Russell's going to need some stuff. Those of you who missed it so far, I got Russell Wilson, Joe Mixon, Jerick McKinnon, Antonio Brown, Marquise Goodwin, and Alex Collins. And I'm coming up on the clock here in another 3 picks. Legendary Kicks. He never answered the question about OBJ for Saquon. Sorry, man. I'm getting a ton of questions here. Do I want to trade Odell for Saquon? I would rather have Saquon. Honestly, I can get other receivers later on. I'm not worried about Abdullah Zar. I'm more worried about Blunt taking goal line carries. All right, coming up here pretty soon, we got Emmanuel Sanders, Evan Ingram, Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, Honey Funches of Oats, Devin Funches, Jimmy Graham still sitting there, Julian Edelman suspended, but he would be my number 3, which would be great come week 5. I'm not touching Rojo. Kerryon Johnson's sitting there. Jordan Reed's there. Peyton Barber. And I'm on the clock. Sanders, Watkins, Cobb, Funchess, Graham, Fuller, Robbie Anderson, Carson Wentz, Cooper Kupp, Julian Edelman, Chris Carson. Let's see what we got for just receivers. Right now, it's kind of looking like I may take a little bit of a gamble on Julian Edelman. What do you guys think? Julian Edelman? There's some Emmanuel Sanders love in there. I think Edelman is somebody that I could have as my wide receiver 3, and if anything happens to Goodwin, I get one of the top targets for Tom Brady. That's where I'm leaning. What do you guys think? You guys like the Edelman pick? Lynch is not still there, otherwise I would take Lynch. Funchess, no way. Funchess wears oven mitts when he plays. All right, we're being bold, right? Just do it. I'm taking Julian Edelman. Let's have some fun with it. I mean, he'd be my number 3. If anything happens, I can get him later. I agree, Patrick. Cobb is sneaky good. I like Cobb. I had nothing against Cobb. I've been preaching Cobb a lot on here, but trying to be a little bit different, having some fun. I like Fuller. He just can't stay healthy, Dylan. I mean, he's good for 5 games a year. I didn't pass on Graham one too many times. I'm going to get a tight end in the next round. Oh, come on. Quit booing. John Nath popped in to say hi. Having doubts on Rojo now. You should have a little bit of doubts on Rojo. I'm doing well, though. I appreciate it. Same to you. Is pairing Mixon and Kamara a good or a bad idea in half-point PPR? I have no issues with it. Am I playing for fun or to win? I always play to win. But you don't win it on draft day. You can lose on draft day, but you don't win it on draft day. You got to learn how to work the waivers and the trade market. Is Burton available? Pretty sure he is. Yes, he is. For now. Take a chance on Eifert at this point. Malik? No. Not. I don't know if you're talking about my draft or your draft, but no. There's other options I'd rather have. And Njoku's definitely a sleeper. Jamarcus Russell with my next pick. If he's available, I'll take him for you. Always a comedian. Yep, that's exactly right. Crypto Stacks hit it right there on the head. This is like revenge season number 4 for the Patriots. They're going to try to prove a point this year. Jack Doyle, Overboard Inc. Man, I loved Jack Doyle last year. I even gave him the nickname of Jack Mother and Doyle last year. But then Eric Ebron signed there, and Eric Ebron just ruins things. Eric Ebron's going to take too many targets away from Jack Doyle. Baby hands. I'm not repeating some of this stuff. Let's see. Go Mark Sanchez. Maybe. Thoughts on the Jacksonville wide receivers? I mean, it's kind of like, Dallas, right? They may not have a huge name, but I think as a whole they're young and going to be productive. And I'm on the clock already. Wow, this is just flying by. We got Fuller, Anderson, Carson, Cohen, Benjamin, Shepard, Doxson, Parker, Peyton Barber, Rudolph, Nelson, Stills, Lee, Aguilar. Let's go look at tight end. We need a tight end. We got Rudolph, Doyle, and Burton, and Njoku available. I have a lot of shares of Kyle Rudolph this year. I mean, I don't want to have Kyle Rudolph in every single league. So, being that somebody took Jordan Reed from me, because I was going to take Jordan Reed, I'm going to go Trey Burton, tight end. So now I got Russell Wilson, Joe Mixon, Jerick McKinnon, Antonio Brown, Marquise Goodwin, Trey Burton, and Alex Collins. Michael Hansen, you finally made it. Congratulations. I'm not going to say it, Mo. I know what it means. Money League, would you take another player than Edelman? No. I play every league like I want to win it anyway. I mean, Edelman is, at this point, my number 3 wide receiver. So, come on, Mo. That ain't nice. Mo is just... Somebody tell Mo to stop. Monster squad. It could be... The bacon. Is Reed there? No, I was actually going to take Jordan Reed. He got taken a few picks before it, unfortunately. Went with Burton. Burton's a good ad. So now, looking for... Let's go see what we got available. Let's go see what running backs are there. Chris Carson, Tariq Cohen, Peyton Barber, Ty Montgomery, Gio Bernard, Marlon Mack, Theo Riddick, Jordan Wilkins, Peterson, Hill, Booker, Jones, Doug Martin. I'm not reaching that far. So right on the top ones, we got Carson, Cohen, White, Barber, Montgomery, Bernard, Mack, Riddick, Wilkins. Get a moderator. I may need a moderator, Betho. Hey, Reed is not a waste of time as long as you can pair him up with somebody with high upside later. Seeing some Carson love, some Tariq Cohen love. You know what? I worry about Carson, though, because once Penny comes back, it's going to be somewhat of a split. Plus, they're going to be always trailing in Seattle. They're not going to be running a whole lot. T.Y. Hilton has been... my thoughts on him. T.Y. Hilton is 100% dependent on Andrew Luck. So, if you trust Luck, then, yeah. If not, which I don't for an entire season, I think you're kind of overpaying for T.Y. John Ross is a flex. That's a little bold. Is Sammy Watkins going to bust again this year? I don't know if Sammy busted, last year, did he? I don't think he busted last year. I just don't think he got an opportunity last year. At least he stayed healthy. He's got an opportunity this year, but he's got a lot of people to compete with for targets. All right, got a couple more picks before I'm up on the clock. Will Fuller is still sitting there. With Chris Carson, Tariq Cohen, Calvin Benjamin, Sterling Shepard, Josh Doxson, Devontae Parker, James White, Peyton Barber, Jordy Nelson. That's who's coming up next on the list. Diggs versus Thielen, somebody asked. I think they kind of cancel each other out at times. I think they're just going to be inconsistent. Whoever gets the touchdown that week is going to be more. Sammy did not bust Ray Allen, if that's what you were saying. You scroll by so fast. He just didn't get the opportunity last year. Thoughts on Royce Freeman, Travis? Love him. Just don't take him earlier than the 4th round until he wins that job outright. Sterling Shepard. I love Sterling Shepard. I've been preaching Sterling Shepard to a lot of people. I think that he gets a lot of one-on-one coverage because everybody's paying attention to Barkley and Odell. And apparently somebody else loves him too because they just took him. So I'm on the clock. Tariq Cohen, Calvin Benjamin. Oh, no, Sterling Shepard is still there with Josh Doxson, Devontae Parker, who I will not take Devontae Parker. That will not happen. And I want a running back. That's what I want. Cohen, White, Barber, Montgomery, Bernard, Mack, Riddick, Wilkins, or Peterson. Who wants me to take a risk on AP? Anybody want to risk it in the 9th round on Adrian Peterson? I'm not all about it, but sure, why not? Peterson, Barber, or Cohen? Which one? You got 30 seconds before I got to make my pick. I'm leaning Tariq Cohen right now. Monte Ball is not available, Richard. Fuller is not there anymore. Fuller is gone. Cohen or Barber? Cohen or Barber? Cohen or Barber? Cohen or Barber? AP, do it. AP, do it. Peterson, Cohen, Barber. It's not, you guys are mixed. You know what? This is the year of being bold, right? We're going to be bold in this one. Peyton Barber. I don't trust Rojo. I've been telling you guys I don't trust Rojo. I'm going Peyton Barber. Let's see. All right, I only got a couple more minutes, guys. I'm going to have to shut this off. A couple more questions, then I got to go. I didn't plan on being on here for over an hour. I appreciate all the support, though. We'll have to do this more often. Who wants more live streams? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you want more live streams. We'll start doing these maybe once a week if you guys want them, if they're popular enough. Where would I take Edelman? I just took Edelman in, like, what was it, round 7, I think it was. Come on, Chad, the worst pick ever. Don't let the fantasy football counselor hear you say that. I've met him before, talked to him a bunch. I'm actually in a league against the fantasy football counselor right now. I'm not too worried about it. He took Ronald Jones in the 3rd round. Easy money. I ain't seen some hands raised. All right, more live shows. People want the live shows. Doug Baldwin, Brady. Yes, love Doug Baldwin. Smash the like button. That's right. You guys help me out. Trying to help me get to 10K. All right, 2 more questions. 2 more questions. I got to bounce. I got to go record some shows for you guys. I'll do 2 more questions. Let's see. I see you guys raising your hands. Do I like Gurley or Bell more? I like Gurley more. I don't want anything to do with Bell as long as Gurley, Zeke, or David Johnson or Antonio Brown are on the clock. Joe Camel. Let me see who you got here. It's scrolling so fast I couldn't see it. Let me go back up here to you. You got Wilson, Zeke, Freeman, Fitzgerald, Robinson, Kelsey, Goodwin, Browns, defense, and Matt Prater. How bad is your team 1 to 10? I mean, I don't really think it's that bad. I mean, I'm kind of down on Allen Robinson, and Royce Freeman as your number 2 worries me until he wins that job. Other than that, no. I mean, I'm going to give it a solid 7 with upside. It's not bad, Joe. Michael Hansen, can I answer your flex? I missed what the flex question was. Send it again. I can't keep up with all of them. Well, I didn't think the chat was going to be this busy. That's why I'm not using the slow-mo chat. Let's see. Did I miss anybody up here? Let's see. Yeah, we're definitely doing slow-mo chat if you guys are coming through this heavy. I appreciate it, though. One more question. Who wants the last question? Last question. Do I do NCAA fantasy or just the NFL? Just the NFL, but I'm not counting that as my last question. Michael Hansen. I see it. Alex Collins or Royce Freeman at flex. Alex Collins. Until Royce Freeman wins that job. Once Royce Freeman wins that job, I don't have a problem with either one of them. You need a 1-800 number. I could probably come up with one. Man, you guys are just killing me here. Love it. Love all these questions. Love the support. Zeke or DJ? Give me Zeke. I'm not as worried about the offensive line as a lot of people. Take the Jags defense next? Maybe I will. Hey, all right. That was fun. I mean, that was an hour and 8 minutes of a live stream. Really appreciate your guys' support. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, the subscribe button. If you guys want more live streams, hit me up down in the comment section. Love to talk to you guys. I answer every question on every video, and let me tell you, it's getting rough. I'm getting thousands and thousands of questions a week, but I do it because I appreciate you guys. I enjoy the talking back and forth. Like I said, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. If you're not, like button is always appreciated. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go finish my draft and record some more shows for you guys. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.